Thomas, you said in the build-up you were going to look at ways to make the team more offensive-minded. I guess you did that.
I guess I was lucky to find a good solution. Now, of course, it's easy to look at it now and say that was brilliant. Because in the last 4 weeks or 4 games, let's say we played there, it was not that bad, definitely not. If you look at numbers, stat, performance, it was more than enough to win 3 of them, definitely. Also when looking them back, but because we couldn't either win or we couldn't score, but also it was not a top performance like today. So we are searching for that top performance. And then after, sometimes because we've played a system that's been very good for us and we didn't have the fullbacks, then we were thinking, what can we do? Because if you play with 2 strikers in a 4-4-2 with Marcus, because we know Marcus is good, we still need good offensive fullbacks. And when Rico is out, Mads Beck have done an amazing job for us, giving his life for us. Then we were thinking, is there something else we can do? And I also must say that it's we have a good and open culture. So I've been thinking about playing with a back 3 for especially with Christian in the middle, because I think that can help a lot for quite a while. Not when maybe not this year because it was going well, or maybe to twist it. And then actually Christian and Pontus have been talking, is there something we can do to twist it up? Should we go 3-5-2? But they didn't think about Christian in the middle, and that was my key, I think, because he gave us so much balance on the ball and gave us an extra dimension. So, and with the offensive types, with a winger playing wing back in Brian, with T as a more offensive player as an 8, that gave us an edge, and then of course Marcus and Ivan on top. So I would say, you never know, but before the game, I thought, this looked brilliant on paper. We didn't know it would look on grass. Luckily, it also looked brilliant on the grass today. But I still think we need to do it even better. And also, we got the first goal. We need to remember that. All those things is just built into a good performance. So we still need to improve it. We still need to do it better. We're not over the moon. We're very happy for a win, and we needed a good performance.
Before we touch on the performance, I just touch on something you said there. How helpful, how much of a demonstration of the culture is it, as you said, that Christian and Pontus were ones who came to you and said, gave tactical advice almost or tactical offerings to you as well?
No, I think we have. I believe in that. Of course, it's me and Brian and Kev and Emmanuel and Bernardo who set the line in terms of how we want to play and the style of play and systems. But sometimes you need little input that could spark an idea. And then I could see, okay, because you could easily play with 3 centre backs like we've done before, and also less offensive midfield. And if we've done that, then I don't think it would have been the same. And that, of course, that's up to me and my coaching staff to find that solution. But I think it tells a lot about the culture, and I think we live in a modern world. We need they are discussing the small details on the pitch anyway, and in the dressing room and after. So they correct things themselves and get that good relationship. So I think it's extremely important.
You've touched on the goals. Obviously, the first 2, Mads, whereas they've had a big hand in. Your other wing back scored one of them as well.
Yeah, of course. The first one is then where we think, okay, that worked with the wing back match going in behind and Brian coming on the last line and scoring. Of course, if because it can be too defensively. Of course, if you play with a low wing backs. So that was brilliant, and top assist from Mats. And the other one was maybe even better, top movement in the box from Ivan and T, and also from Marcus that ended that he could be on the ball.
Obviously, Preston switched up themselves into the second half. It took a while to get the 3rd goal, but even before that, David was never really in any danger today.
No, I think the team. I think the big thing. Yes, we scored 5 goals, brilliant. Of course, we were very pleased with that because that's what we needed. We know that we actually. I think we defended much better than the actual goal we conceded. If you look at all the defensive stats, expected goals, shots on goal, and opponents' touches in our box and so on, we've done very well. So I was pleased that we kept that performance and that standard in the defensive level. So we did that well.
And now you go into a whole week before the Millwall game to fine tune and to work on some of the stuff from today as well.
Yeah, because we didn't have that many days. We had a short training Thursday where we were trying things, and then yesterday where it actually didn't look that well in spells, to be honest, and that's why we train. We train to be better and to adjust and to learn. But of course we have a good week. Let's see what we do next week.
And maybe the cherry on the cake today was Mads Bidstrup getting on for his senior debut for us.
It was. It's very, very rare you can do things like that. But also, to give him a debut, I think he deserved. He worked very hard. It was good to see him on the pitch. Also another good story for the B team development, and also nice to give some minutes to Finn on his 18 years birthday.